I am inevitable. Sorry. What is he doing? Gosh, I don't have to breathe that full. Did he breathe that long? Jeez. Like, he breathe like that? Oh, gosh, I missed the Avengers Endgame scene. Anyways, I'll just quickly finish it. And I am Iron Man. Damn it, let me cook my fingers. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, guys, I almost dropped my phone. There we go. Oh, let me just start and you'll wipe off. There we go. Funny story is my first ever day of middle school was a Avengers movie. It's like, yeah. If you're wondering why I was lifting on my shirt, cause the reason why was cause like that's why there was something on my phone that I was trying to like wipe off. Awkward the whole time, literally 2 hours. It was the first time we ever went out. Oh. I was listening to the Avengers Endgame ending song. That's why I was taking a bit long. And also, I had to post a video because I post every hour. The one thing I do find annoying, though, the one thing I find annoying is that sometimes I get people that complain because I don't post much. And I tell them like, let's see, I post every hour, but don't you know I also post? And they're like, no, I didn't know that. I mean, I get it. Some people may not understand my skill, but if I also don't post, it's either A, I'm busy, or B, I'm doing something. And I don't always have to be at home 24/7 making videos. I mean, most of the time, if I'm not posting, I'm either busy with friends, family, or I'm just. What's the other word here? Oh, that's it. I'm either asleep, because mostly I sleep sometimes. And I don't get up to. Well, I do get up to post a few times, but I don't get up to do reactions until it's all noon. So I like sort of sleep through the day, but I get up at times to think like, should I make a video yet? No, I'll go back to sleep. I remember I woke up super early in the morning and I was thinking, should I make a video now or no? And I was like, yeah, I'll make one now. And if someone's wondering when the Hobbit series and the Sherlock series and the Murder Mystery series is coming, I was gonna post them on my birthday. The thing is, I was too busy at the time. I apologize. It'll be sometime in July or August. I still need to edit, and I still need to post them before I finish them off. Because The Hobbit, let's see, I'm still on. I think still on the first movie of doing my part of if I was in it. Because I'm changing sort of the story, but more like because I love it so much. So first is The Hobbit, so I need to finish the first one. Or am I on the second? I'm on the first or the second one of them. So I need to like finish the first, then do the second. Oh wait, did I do the first or am I at the second? I forget. So I gotta do the first, do the second, go to the third, and then sort of do Lord of the Rings 1, because first is The Hobbit, then Lord of the Rings. But with the Lord of the Rings, I need to like explain what's happened, and yeah. And yeah, I'm splitting it up into parts. And I'm doing my Sherlock series. I'm still doing that. It's both how, like, it's about how both John and Watson, both Watson, aka John Watson, and Sherlock, they both investigate this like sort of crimes connected to like a group, a bad group, a dangerous group. But there's also flashbacks on how exactly they met, and let's just say, as a little hint, it's how they met, it's connected through the whole thing. So, if any of you guys haven't seen the Sherlock series, may want to get your pens or pencils and papers out, because there's going to be a lot of connection. And there's going to be a big plot twist in the finale. I'm thinking of, like, making the series go up to either season 2 or season 3. Maybe more if people want one. The murder mystery, I'm still doing the second movie. I've been still sort of editing, but I've been redoing the ending a lot because the ending, half the time it's ending on like a big cliffhanger, but I wanted to end on a cliffhanger where like you bad for the main character, which is the good guy, aka me, but like you're wondering how he's gonna get out of that mess because there's a sort of, let me give like a little hint. If you've seen the first, it sort of implies he's gonna get framed for something, and then the second that might happen, and all I can say is for the third, if my main character, the detective, gets framed for something he didn't do, let's just say he's gonna be going on the run, and he might have to investigate or get some old friends of his help investigate what's happened. I've also got another project in the works that I'm keeping a secret for now. But let's just say, I'm just gonna give off a code word and you might get what I mean. Happy Gilmore 2. You might get what that means. Think about it for a second, alright? Hobbit, right? It says, if I was in the Hobbit. Now when I said Happy Gilmore 2, what do you think that means? I just gave you a clue. If I was in the Hobbit, and then I said Happy Gilmore 2. What do you think that means? Most of the time, I don't think of the projects inside my head. Mostly it takes time for me to think of what, like, movies to make. One of my best friends, Ishan, who I've reacted to his videos and the ones today, he said to me that I should go back to trying creating that horror movie I thought of back in 2021, but I was like, nah, dude, I don't think people would want a 3 hour long movie of me as the villain of the movie. It was, how do I describe this if you guys don't know? There was going to be a horror movie I was going to make which was 2-3 hours long. And how do I explain this in a way? It was very rated R. Me and Ishan, we thought about it in 2020-21 around before COVID. And when we went into lockdown, the shut down for us because we wanted to film it. It was, I describe it as like, which I remember the synopsis. It's about him. He's the main characters, and I am as well because I'm the villain. Apparently, this town is like, sort of like, how do I say this? They're sort of like shaken by some events that happened ago, and he plays as this like guy, well, kid who's like obsessed with like stuff that happened back then, like the wars and stuff. And then when he sees in the library that like there's an old newspaper they were gonna make of like the villain that I play as is what happened, what I did to this town in Halloween, and he starts researching me, and then there is a curse, and it says something like there is a legend saying sometime on Halloween nights he will return and take down everyone that's still in town. And it was gonna be one of the best movies ever. And let me tell you, this movie was gonna be straight up rated R. There wasn't gonna be any red stuff, actually say the name. We weren't gonna show any of that. We would censor it. But yeah, this movie was gonna just be. It was gonna be possibly one of the best horror movies you've ever seen. Mm. But anyways, might want to delete that comment. I don't want to see that comment. Sorry. I mean, I understand, but another thing is about that horror movie, right? I sort of what is it? Back then in 2021, I was like 11 or 12. I was like 11 or 12. And can I just say, even though I was sort of taller than Ishan, let me just say that, right? Even though I was sort of taller as Ishan, because like me, I was like this. Ishan was like almost like this, but dang, you guys, let me say this. We only filmed like even though the movie's like 3 hours, we filmed like 40% of the movie, and we never got to finish filming the rest of the movie. That's the thing. We never got to finish it due to COVID, and then I think around 2021, early 2022, we were planning to get back into it, like trying to go back to finishing the film. But you know, we're getting older, we're growing up and stuff, and then we shelved. You know, the movie not cancel. It just means we put on shelves. Like maybe one day we'll return to make it, but that would mean we have to refilm everything because it wouldn't make sense from my voice being squeaky to all of a sudden being like, deep because I'm still growing up. I'm still going through puberty. It wouldn't make sense if we have to just all explain like, oh, he went through puberty in these scenes, But anyways, the movie was gonna be good. I mean, I would have loved to make the movie. I mean, I did talk to Ishan a few weeks ago, and he told me like, would you ever make that movie? And I said, I don't know. I mean, we're all getting older, but I don't know. I think it's too late now. There was a movie me and him were planning to make. It was sort of gonna be it's a fan film since me love Ghostbusters and Back to the Future and Maze Runner and stuff. But we're gonna sort of sequel to Back to the Future 3. So um what's that? What's that oh gosh. What's the name of that thing I'm thinking of? And Back to the Future 2, Marty has a son, Marty McFly. So what the movie was gonna be about? Because me and Nishan wrote it both. We both wrote it. It was gonna be set years after that, and it was gonna be about apparently the DeLorean was gonna be back, even though he has a toy of it, and basically I was gonna play as Marty's son, and this is what we wrote, right? Apparently Marty disappeared between like after Back to the Future 3, but before or between the fourth, if that makes sense. And I find the DeLorean and Ishan's character in the movie that I'm talking about that we were gonna make sort of scrapped it in shelves is that we're gonna go and try and figure out what happened to him. And I remember this movie was gonna be not a two-parter like the trilogy. It was gonna be not one, not two. It was gonna be a four-parter. So these were the times we were planning to send us back in time to. So I'll say it quickly. World War One, World War Two, Wild West, and then we're gonna stay in there until part three. And then I think around part four, where we're gonna go like during the dinosaurs time, and then we're gonna accidentally go way into the future. And yeah, well, that's my dog. If you can hear him, he's like, "Arr." Anyways, long story short, we couldn't make those movies because not only we're getting older, we're like I don't know, we can't make those videos. I mean, we would have Jesus. We loved to make those movies, but again, it would have took so long, right? And we're getting older, as you know, so I mean, I've told him a few times it would have been cool if we made it, but like we're getting older, you know, so yeah. I mean, maybe we'll make it. We don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I mean, to be honest, I would love to make it, but as I've told him numerous times, it like, cause we then would have to refilm everything. Well, not everything, but yeah. Well, we did film half of. We did film. Um. Oh, what is it? We did film. The first movie, sort of, but we forgot to film the cliffhanger. We forgot to film the cliffhanger. That's the thing, because what the cliffhanger was is that you know how I mentioned about like us trying to find Marty? It was gonna be more like accidentally I pushed the wrong time and the plutonium flies out of the car and it's somewhere, and then he says like, "Where are you?" And then I say, "Dude, wherever the plutonium is, we gotta quickly find it." And he's like, "Why?" And I say, "Look at the date." And like some scary ominous music was gonna play, and then I was gonna say, like sort of like a dramatic look at the like, and I was gonna say, "We're in World War I." And then it was gonna pan out. I mean, even though we wouldn't really have the budget, we'd probably just use toys but ourselves and possibly green screen, you know, for the movies. It would have been cool, you know, if we shot that cliffhanger. All it was shown is just us sitting in the car and it was gonna pan out and you were gonna sort of not see the explosions, but you were gonna hear explosions and gunfire and all, and yeah. I would, if I remember correctly, since it was gonna end in 4 parts instead of 3, I think part 1 and 2 were gonna be 2 hours 30, 2 hours 40, and in 3 and 4 were gonna be the longest. The third would be 3 hours and 34 minutes, while the last one, the fourth, would be I think 4 hours and 2 minutes. I think we were trying to copy off Zack Snyder's Justice League. That's why. I can tell I'm gonna get someone in the stream commenting, "You make the last movie 4 hours." Well, yeah, we were. Um, it was my best friend Ishan's idea, not mine. I didn't. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Oh, it's like that. It wasn't me. No way, I shouldn't sing that song because it's a bit out the out the gate. I'm gonna talk for a few more minutes and then I'm gonna possibly relax, but I'll probably go live tomorrow. The one thing that I find cool is that I'm going live, right? I'm live and like normally it would stop after 2 to 3 minutes, but I've been going live for 19 minutes. I wanna say hope you all have a good night. I'm done. I can't do anymore. Don't do that, podcast. Come on, dude. You got friends and family that love you, dude. Don't give up. Don't quit. You got friends and family that love you. You know, you got friends and family. I wouldn't give up. That's the thing. I have friends and family. Don't ever give up. Alright, guys, it's just sometimes it happens when I'm about to burp or when I'm about to cough. That's the thing. I'm alright, sorry. I just thought I was gonna sneeze or cough again. Bro, you're not gonna be there. Getting blamed for everything. Just ignore what people are blaming you for, dude. Don't listen to like people being all like, you know, bad all the time, like being all negative. Oh jeez, I just hit my. Ow! Oh, oh, that hurt. Ooh, mmm, 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 mmm. I accidentally hit my finger where it hurts. One with the bandages. I was trying to pass my phone to my other hand because I was holding it with this one where the bandage one is, and I was trying to grab my phone, but my hand accidentally whacked it, and I was ooh that stung. I like to try to friends with people. Time still here. Jeez, oh gosh, that's how many animals you have. 30 horses, 7 donkeys, 13 dogs, 5 cats, chickens, pigs, cows, 1 turtle, 1 fish, 5 birds, 1 bearded dragon, 4 leopard gecko. Can someone please count all that up to see how many pets that person has? Cause fun fact, I'm not really that good at math. So 30 is, let's see. So there's 37, and there's 13 and 5. So both 5, and there's 1 and another 1 and 5, and then another 1 and 4. I'll leave y'all alone. Y'all have a nice night. No, dude, don't give up. You have friends and family that will miss you and they'll go through a lot of grief. Trust me, it's something you don't want to do. Always stay there for your friends and family, dude. Can I just mention the one thing that I've mentioned before? Is that the one thing I'm surprised of is that whenever I'm going live, I always get people from around the world to join. Like, for example, a few streams ago, someone said hello from Germany, and I was like, someone from Germany said hello. So I'm getting recognized probably around the world now. I got recognized, not really recognized, but I sort of got seen by someone who was from Japan. And I was like, Japan? I got seen from Japan. I've always wanted to go to Japan and Germany. I've always wanted to go to Japan. I'm from Texas. Oh, I've never been, but I heard it's nice. I heard you guys have great barbecue there. No offense, and I'm not rude, but I would go to Texas just to try the barbecue. And well, just to see what else you guys have. I mean, I love barbecue. Oh, China, nice. I mean, the only thing I've heard from Texas is that I remember, what's that show called? I keep forgetting it. It's the prequel to Big Bang Theory. Young Sheldon, that's it. You don't have what? Like you mean we don't have barbecue? I in LA we do. I think. I mean we have a lot of restaurants down here. We have In and Out and How. How? What's How? Well, we have like In and Out here, Chick-fil-A. Why am I naming all the fast food restaurants? Well, we have stuff down here in LA. We have uh Disneyland, Universal Studios. Uh, but I don't know anything else we have. We have the base barbecue. Well, I will. Oh, ni hao, hello. Meantime, Chinese. Yeah, sorry, I didn't understand what you were meaning. We have the base barbecue. So yeah, I'll probably go to Texas and try it out. The only countries I've been to, because one of my friends is from Australia. I've been to Australia. I went to Gold Coast at like the start of 2025, and Australia is like the best. I went there with my family and it was so awesome. Oh, I want to go to Australia again. I met lots of nice people, and the one thing I kept saying to my family, right? The one thing I kept saying to my family was, I can't believe that I'm not getting recognized in public. Cause let me say one thing before I go, cause I'm going soon. Is that the one thing I'm surprised of? I've never gotten recognized in public. I've never had someone come up to me asking me for like a photo or something or this or that. I'm like, okay, so no one's gonna walk up to me saying like, "Hi, you're like this guy, you're this dude. Can I have a photo and stuff?" I mean, I would love to get recognized, but I would probably be too shy to say anything because, like I said, I have anxiety. Yes, I play Fortnite, and yeah. And please, guys, do not say that six thing. I don't really say it. I find it too confusing. I don't understand why people say it though. Like, what does it mean when you say it though? What's the thing? What's what's that? The six thing? Like, what's the train meaning? What does it mean? You know, you guys are never gonna probably try and dare me to say it. I'm not gonna say it all the time, but if you want me to say it just once, if you want me to say it just once, tell me. Only if you want me to, though. I don't really add people unless I know them, dude. Sorry. Unless I know them, like if I know someone in real life, like friends and family, for example, then I'd add them. I've added a few of my fans before. I'm friends with this guy. He has a Spider-Man profile pic. He's cool, although I haven't played with him in a while. But he wanted to add me because like he saw me do like some Fortnite videos, and he said, "Hey, dude, can we play?" And I was like, "Sure. Give me your, give me your like username, dude." And then he was like, "Oh, here's my user," and I was like, "Cool." And I said, "If you ever want to hang out sometime, let me know." And yeah, and we became friends. You good? I the biggest fan. Okay. I don't know what else you want me to say about that. But maybe I might go live either later on today or tomorrow, guys, because I am pretty tired. So I'm probably gonna be watching either Netflix if I could find something, or probably go deep. I don't know. I'm probably gonna find something on Netflix though, although I don't know what to watch because I've watched so many shows. I watch the streams a lot and I can't type a lot. Oh, that's fine, dude. That's all right. Mostly the the shows I've watched, I've already finished watching season 2 of One Piece, and I have to wait for season 3 in 27. Damn it. Damn it. 2027 for season 3, you gotta be kidding me. One of my, a little story before I go, one of my cousins, he got me into One Piece because he knows I love Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. He's trying to get me into Attack on Titan and Death Note, but anyway, he almost burped again. Jeez. No one wants to hear me burp. He tried getting me into the anime One Piece, and I was like, I could watch it, and then he said, oh, yeah, that's the thing, dude. Because me and him are close. We're like more like brothers instead of cousins, and he said, dude, just letting you know, you're gonna have to prepare on the episodes there is in the series. And I was like, what, is there like 10, 20? I don't mind. And he said, oh no, there's like 1,000. And I was like, I'm just gonna watch two instead. Yeah, no offense, there ain't no way I'm gonna watch thousands of episodes in anime One Piece. No offense, it's just not that I don't ever want to. It's just it's gonna take a long time, okay? I'm probably gonna get confused. So what I do is I watch the live action instead, and I got to what's the word? I got to do some research after season 1. I got to do research about the story and stuff, and in season 2, after season 2, what is it? After season 2, I also did research, and apparently season 3, we're gonna see a lot of probably more Baroque Works members. I mean, if I had to say what my favorite season is, I love both, but I'll have to say season 2. It's just Chopper's in it, right? And I'm not gonna spoil it, but if anyone has watched One Piece, everyone has watched it. Do you guys agree that Chopper's story is so emotional? I have tissues in my room just in case I'm watching a movie or a show, and I cried so much. I had like 8 or 9 tissues on my desk because I cried a few times, like watching it. I mean, it's a good show, but like I was like, damn, I hadn't cried since season one. I mean, a few scenes from season one, One Piece got me emotional, but in season two, it got me crying the most. And then when season two finished, when I was watching the credits, I was like, oh gosh, I was like, oh gosh, I figured out, I just realized something, and then I called one of my cousins because I was updating him about the show and how it was, and yeah, anyways, he was like, how was it? And I was like, dude, I just finished watching season two, I have something to tell you, and he's like, what's that? And I said, I feel like season three is gonna be more emotional than season two, and he said, uh, yeah, it is. Great, so 2027, so I can wait a year. Perfect. And this year I have to watch both Spider-Man Brand New Day and Avengers Doomsday. And then in 2027 I have to wait for Secret Wars. Amazing. Amazing. Wish I had a time traveling machine so I could go forwards in time and see what happens. Although you would mess with the timeline, you know. Haven't seen Back to the Future, you'd mess with the timeline. Anyways, I'm gonna go, guys, because like I said, I was gonna go before, but then I just kept talking. That's what I do whenever I say I'm gonna go. Yeah, butterfly effect. Every time I say I'm gonna go, I start talking for ages, and sometimes I always think in my head, I imagine people are gonna be thinking like, dude, you said you were gonna go, just go. Well, I'm allowed to speak, okay? There's nothing wrong with speaking. Oh, jeez, my eye. Anyway, see you guys later. If anyone wants to talk to me in any of my posts or videos, let me know.